Welcome everybody. This is Gennaro Sensei here, and welcome to Doki Literature Club. We are finally playing this. I have heard left and right that this game is not what it seems. Apparently some real dark stuff be happening here, but you'd be like, where? How? By looking at this title screen and this music. Please enter your name. Let's just do Gennaro. Okay. Alrighty. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Oh. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you said it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Gennaro. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Gennaro, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Oh, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh wow, great job, Gennaro. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds about right. I was talking about how I'm worried about she wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I'm trying not to be too loud, you guys. It's really late at night. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes you want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. School day is as ordinary as ever, and is over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayuri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Of course, I will jump to that. Hello? Sayuri? Sayuri must have come into the classroom where I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Oh, bro, you got ADHD, man. There's no way. You gonna space out that badly? You didn't realize you in the room by yourself? That is ADHD. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Yep, ADHD. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayuri. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Oh, meanie! Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would be bringing in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yep, that sounds like me. I'll stop by for a cupcake any day. And my camera's a little crooked. Oh. Okay, there we go. Much better. Yes, let's go. Yeah, you guys just bribe me with a cupcake, pastries, donuts. I don't care what it is. You want me to say yes to something? Present me with some pastries, bro, and that's it. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Sounds about right. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally use for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone! The new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Ooh, I like the hair. Nice color. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? Oh, I'm a male character? Oh, I'm a dude. Okay. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, Gennaro, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Okay. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Okay, so she's shy. Ah. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Monica. Is it Monica or Monica? It's probably Monica. That's right. It's great to see you again, Gennaro. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Gennaro. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? I'm gonna talk. Yuri, I'm gonna use her as a shy voice when I talk about her. Really low, timid. And Natsuki's real sarcastic or got a bit of a temper, so I'm gonna make my voice change a little bit of a sarcastic tone for her. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Yuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Wow. So cute. That does sound cute. I wish I could see that. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Siri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Siri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, so Yuri said, well, maybe. But not for, you know, you. Dummy. Oh, alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. I mean, guys, a little fun fact about me, I love to read. So, I never read with a cup of tea, though. But I don't see why not. I wouldn't. Don't knock it unless you try it. So it seems to be everyone's cup of tea. So why not do it myself one day? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Oh, my camera stopped recording. Right, we're back. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Aha! Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. I respect that. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monika really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Oh crap, my battery's about to die. Okay, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes your school events like the festival that much more important. Alright guys, my battery's about to die, so we're going to put a pause on this. And then I'm going to jump back on it. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, I'm back. My bad. Well, the camera died and I had to charge the battery. Y'all, it's literally the next day. You guys thought I was kidding when I said I was recording this late at night. It was like 4 in the morning when I was recording this, but it's like 2 in the afternoon now, so I'm like, alright, we can jump back on this now. So, pull this up some. Alright, so I think we missed something. Can I go back? History, here we go. Okay, yeah, this is where we left off. We said you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Okay? Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though, I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Gennaro, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Wow. Yo, Yuri is just like me. I'm the same way about reading, man. Holy crap. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walk in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh man, I love horror books too, man. Wow, me and Yuri, if she was in real life and me and her ever met, homies for life. I read a horror book once. You suck, male Gennaro. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, and only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Huh? It's in the bag. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap here behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And get that back! Fine. So Yuri slides up behind Natsuki, put her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share that sometime? It's dark. Can this lighting help out some? There we go. Much better. Okay. No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing makes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you can show some of your work, you can set an example, help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Gennaro? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Oh, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sierra may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Janaru? What? Yo, look at this guilt trip right here. They're trying to make me feel bad. You are. Wow. And my camera stopped recording. That is messed up. Jeez, these ain't even real people and I'm feeling like I did something wrong. I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, a girl's eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Janaru, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I don't know nothing about writing a poem, y'all. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Yeah, that makes both of us. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Janaru, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, so Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. She thinks she's so cute. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day with after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Bro, I don't know nothing about writing no poem. You talking to the wrong person, yo. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay. Let's see. Oh! Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try and pursue Yuri because me and her, we connecting on a level. Like, she knows she gets it. She gets it when it comes to reading. So she says she likes fantasy, but she's into horror right now. So let's see what we can find. Lust. Who in the world would... Oh, Yuri! What? What is this? Eternity, misery, fester, sun, pink. I'm in between fester and misery. I don't know. Let's see which one we should do. Fester or misery? Let's try fester. Okay, that was Yuri. Okay, alright, cool. We're on a roll. Massacre, tears, nature, captive, rank, frightening. Massacre. Frightening or massacre? Oh, okay, massacre works. Okay, cool. Horror or suicide? Yeah, I'm gonna do horror. Okay. She liked horror. Okay, good. Contamination, graveyard, despise, intellect, anger. Contamination. Graveyard. Let's try graveyard. Oh, okay. Yuri likes that too. Oh, wow. I'm doing a good job. Incongruent. Scars. Scars or let's try scars. Oh crap! Nope. I got the wrong person. I should have in context. Vivid, silly, lipstick, daydream, whisper. Vivid. Let's try vivid. Okay, that's Yuri. Cool. Blanket, wrath, broken, universe. Wrath or broken? Let's try broken. Oh, damn it. Alright, that didn't work. We got anxiety, hopeless. Let's try anxiety. Okay, yep, we're doing it. cage? The frick is that? Uncontrollable or... Uncontrollable? Oh man, we doing good. Disoriented or misfortune. Grief, maybe? Let's try misfortune. Damn it. Alright, fickle, pain, vertigos. Unstable? Let's try unstable. Okay, good, we're doing it. We're back on track. Sadness, marshmallow, extraordinary, amazing. Sadness, maybe? Oh, damn. Incapable, judgment, death. Maybe death? Oh! Depression. What? Oh my gosh! Oh my god! Agonizing? Okay, Yuri, cool. Fear and tragedy? Fear or tragedy? Tragedy. Son of a gun! Crimson or melancholy? I don't know. I'm scared now. Sayuri and Yuri, they're on the same train with each other. They both like that scary stuff, which is weird because Sayuri didn't say nothing to me about nothing scary. Crimson. What does crimson mean? Okay, I mean, I know what crimson means, but what's that mean for them? So she likes that disaster. Let's try that. Okay, Yuri's into that. Inferno? Alright, cool. I feel like we got more Yuri than we did get Sayuri, so I'm guessing we're good. I think we're straight. Hi again, Gennaro. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is ready to hang out. Is already hanging out. I think that's what it said. Thanks for keeping your promise, Gennaro. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. Dang, so you're just airing my dirty laundry, man. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Yo! My dude, you got exposed. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Dang, Monica's a savage, y'all. Don't worry, guys. Gennaro always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayuri, just because your room is so messy it's distracting. That's because, excuse me. And you almost set your house on fire once. What? Is that so? Yeah, you go ahead and laugh your little self in the corner, you little freaking arsonist. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Gennaro can become good friends too. Sayuri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! You even bought you something good today, you know. Wait, Sayuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Yeah, girl, you was just stirring that pot up. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... Oh, I thought they were calling me. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Okay. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So Yuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she's lent to me. More than that, she sees beyond the first few pages. Oh, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered as sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you had 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. Portrait of Markov? Markov. I don't know the definition of that word, Markov. I need to write that down or something. Do I have a pen around here? No, I don't. Markov. I need to remember that. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Gennaro? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. No, I didn't. She's so shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh, Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I click retrieve the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start reading the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you're really apologizing a lot, don't you? You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... she a mess. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them? Oh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it on her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Yeah, man, calm down. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. It's getting intense. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Oh, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. Did I say volition? I don't know what I said. I was clicking too fast. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Gennaro, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh, hey, slow down. What are you saying all of a sudden? Oh, my camera stopped recording. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that right, Yuri? Oh, is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. Excuse me. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook, of course. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? My lighting's kind of bad again. Okay, there we go. Alright, bright it up. Hey, hey. Okay, see, Yuri is my girl. Yuri seems the most experienced. I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Gosh darn it, my camera stopped recording again. Why does this thing keep coming on and off? It's probably doesn't like this game. It's probably because it can sense the dangers I soon will be encountering. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes like, are you serious? My cameras! What is your problem today? What's wrong? Here, you like the angle better? As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. It just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Oh crap. My card is full, you guys. I can't record no more. Well, I guess we're going to have to stop it right here then. Alright, well. Yeah, we're going to have to stop it right here. I'm going to have to save the game and just pick off somewhere else. Alright, well, with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Alright, you guys, I'm back. I was just kidding. My grandmother was nice enough to give me another SD card so I can keep recording, because I'm like, I don't want to stop. This game is juicy. So let's load my game. Let's load it back up. Sure you want to? Yes, I want to load. I didn't go anywhere. You can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. I'm not new to visual novels, man. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Excuse me. Lost it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright, let's see what she wrote. Ghosts under the light. The trendles of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Okay. Click outside poem area to continue, okay. That was interesting. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. No, you have really good handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Yeah, because I'm blind, Yuri. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Oh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yuri. Oh, excuse me, Gennaro. Really? I must have missed the point. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Sounds like me, Yuri got some demons, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah, I don't even know what I wrote, but I wrote a lot of bad words in it. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Gennaro. Oh, me too. This is getting intense. Who should I show my poem to next? Shoot. Let me try Natsuki. Let me see how she would like my poem, because she's into that cutesy stuff. She'll probably tear my poem up. Gennaro, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Yeah, give it up while you're over here talking all that smack. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll be better anyways. You'll get better anyways. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less vivid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Did the cat open the door? One second. Hey! Did the cat open the door?
I did.
Oh. Got me over here thinking a cat can open the door now. But the other nice thing about simply writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay. I don't know what I want to do next. You know what, let's go ahead and do Monica. Let's do her. See what she comes up with. Hi, Juniru. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to break things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Excuse me. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? I shouldn't have drunk no soda, now I got bubbles coming up. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Gennaro. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Gennaro. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical, excuse me. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yeah, I know. I made it especially for her. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. That's why every time I picked a word that was too direct, she kept popping up. Now I know. So if I want to get Sayuri, I gotta be direct. There was a lot of direct words in there. And I kept clicking those and she kept jumping up and down. So that's why. And sadness. A lot of words I clicked that were direct were related to sadness. And that explains a lot. Now we know why she was jumping up like that. I was about to say, hold up. I thought Yuri was the one who liked all that spooky stuff. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuisances. Did I say that right? I'm not sure if I did. I'm clicking too fast. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying something different. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. She too happy, man. Well, not that she's happy, she's very positive. I like it, but it's a little overwhelming at the same time. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, let me see what she wrote up. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Wait, what? Is this a... Let me have her explain a bit more. I think I know where she was going with this, but... So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that it has some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, alright, so now we're going to do Sayuri's and then we're going to stop it there. I think we've been doing this long enough. This is a good poem, Janaru. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who will be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Janaru. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. She's so excited. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Oh yeah, I want to read yours. I want to see what you about. Well, let's see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Or you trust me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What? She ended it all so weird. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! I just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I knew I was gonna say that. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess it's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it. And Gennaro did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Gennaro liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. She turned the tables. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Gennaro appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yo, they fighting! Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Gennaro started showing up. Oh my gosh, my camera stopped recording. Yo, Natsuki! Natsuki! Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if just noticed I was standing there. Gennaro, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. These girls are scrapping. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted? What is it? Convoluted? I think that's convoluted. Convoluted for no reason. There we go. I got it. Meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Gennaro. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Gennaro? I don't like being in the middle of this. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Yeah, can I leave? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Dang! Oh my gosh! Oh no! Oh, see, we're trying to pursue Yuri, so of course I would choose her. I feel like if I say help me, Sayuri's either gonna work both ways. Either gonna be taking her side, or I'm not gonna take either Yuri's and Natsuki's. So neither of them will be affected, but Sayuri will be affected. I'm not trying to pursue her, so it's like I can't pick her choice, even though this seems like the best thing to do. I'm gonna pick Yuri because that's who we're going after. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing skill is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, bro. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No! Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Gennaro. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, she's talking about her boobs. I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Oh, good, it blew over my head. Well, never mind that. I'm just gonna make some tea. Oh, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Gennaro, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Okay, I nod to myself with newfound determination. Gennaro, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Gennaro, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. My mouth got dry all of a sudden. Bats? Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I passed Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, alright. So we're gonna stop it right here. This is where we're gonna stop. So we're gonna go ahead and save this. And save over that. Are you sure I wanna overwrite this? Yes, I do. Okay. So with that being said, I really like this game so far. I really like it. But Yuri and Natsuki are fighting over me. So I feel like those two, or something bad's gonna happen between those two, especially since Natsuki's such a hothead, man. I feel like she's gonna do something crazy to Yuri because I'm taking Yuri's side, and it's clear that Natsuki has a thing for me. Even before I joined the club, she's got a thing for me. So to see her, well, to see Yuri so interactive with me and me taking Yuri's side, even though Yuri did do her part and she apologized, she was mature about it, but the fact that Natsuki reacted the way she did, I know she did it more specifically because I did not take her side, and that must have really pissed her off more than anything. So I need to watch her. She need to be watched. She about to do something crazy. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Be sure to strike that like button, and I'll see you all in the next video. Ooh, this is about to be crazy.